How's it going, everybody? Good to see you this morning. It is a bright, sunny morning. It's about 7:30. I think it's like 70 degrees out already. It's like super sunny. I'm out here at Starbucks reading a little bit Millionaire Success Habits by Graziosi. And it's basically about the gateway to wealth and prosperity. And I read something in here this morning that kind of inspired me a little bit, and I just wanted to kind of share it with you. So Dean shares a story about a farmer, and it's just basically how this farmer gets up every morning, and he has a lot of chores on his list, bright and early, 5 a.m., and has a whole laundry list of things to do for the morning. And one of the first things he does is feeds cattle. And so he gets his tractor, puts all the feed in his thing, and just drives a mile out to the farm with his tractor to go feed the cattle. And he does it every morning, 7 days a week, every month, 365 days of the year. And he says that he keeps on making this trip over and over, day. And eventually his tractor tires makes basically grooves into the ground, and it's the same grooves every day. And eventually they're so deeply embedded to the ground that he doesn't even have to steer his tractor in order to get to the cattle a mile away out. And his point to this story is that as humans, we all have habits, okay? I mean, this book is about habits and how our habits, affect our whole life, and how our habits create, our destiny, and, how just little minute things make the biggest, difference in our world. And basically, his whole idea behind this story is that we all live a life through habits, okay? And there are some of us who have really good habits, and they create good things for our lives, and there's some of us who don't have good habits. They're bad, they're not good for our well-being or other people around us or whatever it may be. And his point is that you can't be this farmer who eventually over time doesn't even have to steer. They just sit back and just whatever grooves are there, that's the path that they travel all day, every week. And the thing is if this habit is something that isn't beneficial to you, you're eventually just going to repetitively repeat this cycle, and you're not going to get anywhere, and it could just lead you to a dissatisfying life, whatever the thing may be. And his point is that if the farmer makes 1 centimeter turn, just the slightest bit, after a mile, he's going to end up way away from where he originally was supposed to go. And his point is that as humans, if we just change our habits just a little bit, just very small habits, eventually they will lead to bigger destinations or better places. And that when we think of ourselves as people who are trying to better ourselves or trying to change or create something different in our lives that we're not used to, we think we have to make this entire huge esoteric change within our lives that just isn't necessary. I mean, we think we have to make these big changes, or completely make a 180-degree turn and to make our lives better. But the reality is that you don't. If you just change little things, small things throughout your day, throughout your week, that end up being that huge thing that you want, and over, doing it repeatedly after days, weeks, months, years, you end up to get to that success that you want. So I just wanted to share that tidbit with you. I'm sure that we all have, habits that we continually live every day that, may be good for us or they may not be. So, don't be the farmer and just sit and just let, your days go by following the same tracks. Make that little change, waking up a little bit earlier, starting your day off with a good breakfast, getting to bed at a decent hour, not, overly drinking on the weekends, or, making sure you get to work 10 minutes early instead of right on time. These little things create a huge domino effect with our lives, and you will ultimately put you in a better place for yourself. So that's what I wanted to give to you guys. I'm gonna put the link to this book down below. It's a really good book so far. I'm about 60 pages into it, and I'll probably finish it next week, and I'll probably share a little bit of a review with you guys. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Reed. Please subscribe, hit like at the bottom. Coming out with videos every week. I know it's been a while for those of you who've been following me for a while. It's been about a month since I released the last video. I was super busy with work for a little while. I was working 65 hours a week, but now I've taken about 15 or 20 hours of the way, so it's only 45 hours a week. So definitely gonna have a lot more time to do things I want to do, like reading or making videos, stuff like that. So I appreciate you guys sticking around, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a great Wednesday.